a high of 38. On Monday, it's mostly sunny skies with a high of 43. And on Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 44. Right now in Madison, it is 22. In Green Bay, it's 21. In Waukesha, it's 23. And here in Milwaukee, it is 27 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmar-Pooley, Sighting Unlimited. WTMJ News time is 6:06.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. And now your host for the evening, here's Sandy Max.
Happy Friday. How you doing? I'm Sandy Max. I'm a little sparkly tonight. If you put the YouTube channel on WTMJ.com, I'm wearing a black sequin jacket. Big red lipstick, almost Taylor Swift red lipstick, I would say. I was part of Milwaukee PBS this morning. We taped a great circus parade documentary that I'm excited to share with you. That'll be coming out later this month, I'll tell you that. But, sometimes you've seen me in a baseball cap. It's kind of the beauty of radio. I don't always look this dolled up. But, hey, it's Friday night, and you are here on What's on Tap. You get to hear and experience culture and creativity here in Wisconsin and beyond. And on the show tonight, we wish break a leg to a lot of local performances. And Black History Month continues. You can celebrate the 100th birthday of a Milwaukee woman who left an influential legacy. She's even got a street named after her here in Milwaukee. And get a brief introduction to the artist in residence at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, Anwar Floyd Pruitt, and a #1 Grammy-nominated R&B song by a Milwaukee musical artist to end the show tonight. But first, talking about Friday, who is having fish fry tonight? Let me know. WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. We talk about culture and creativity on What's on Tap, and a true part of Wisconsin culture is the fish fry. The beginnings of this local tradition can be traced back to the Polish immigrants who lived on Jones Island in the 1800s in Milwaukee, right when it was getting its start. Local historian John Gerda has a great documentary on Milwaukee PBS about Jones Island, and part of it focuses on the Friday fish fry, beginning right there on the water where obviously a lot of fishing was done. The Kashubs are the name of the immigrants from Northwest Poland who settled there in a really poor part of town at that time. And I do remember one of the taverns on Jones Island was called Cannibal's Rendezvous. Sounds like it was a dangerous place to hang out, but they probably had a fierce fish fry. So what is one of your favorite places to get fish fry on a Friday night? I know Irv's Mug in Oak Creek is a favorite of mine. The Packing House, the takeaway, when you get in the drive-thru by the airport, they do it fast. It's really good. I do remember being surprised at how hearty the portion at Miller Time Pub downtown in the Milwaukee Hilton, that's a good one. Fox and Hounds in Hubertus. And I also hear good things in Brown County about Redwood Inn in Bellevue. Those are some of the suggestions I have. And now we have, 7 Fridays before Easter? So you can get your cod, your haddock, your rye bread with butter, preferably kind of salted rye bread. I'm a big fan. Also a big fan of the potato pancakes. I do not need the applesauce, but I don't mind the applesauce. But the coleslaw on the side, I always give it to someone else at the table. I'm just not really a big coleslaw fan. But bring on that fish on a Fish Fry Friday. Glad to have your suggestions on the WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. 414 checking in. My sister and I just had Culver's Fish Fry tonight. And I'm with producer Evan. You have a favorite in Racine?
Yep, Joey's Yardarm in Racine. The fish is great, and then the environment itself is kind of like you're in a boat type setting and environment.
Ahoy!
So, it fits fish and the environment. And then even if you're not a big fish fan, they have great food all around.
That sounds good. I appreciate the recommendation. Joey's Yard House? Yardarm. Ahoy. That's the thing that I really like about Friday Fish Fry, too, is the bustle of it. The hustle and bustle, whole lot of people there. Got a little time to put your elbow up on the bar and maybe sip a beer, visit with some neighbors. 414, checking in with Michelangelo's Pizza, has a great fish fry in Franklin. I would not have expected that. I see you nodding, Evan. Have you had?
No, Michelangelo, you're thinking pizza, and they got a good fish fry too? Okay, I might have to check that out.
Curveball, yeah. I like that. The WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620, taking your suggestions on where the best Friday fish fry is, or at least one of your favorites in Wisconsin. 855-616-1620. Check in with us on What's on Tap.
Planning for the future should include your pets. What will happen to them if something happens to you? From setting up pet trusts to securing a caretaker to the best place to keep your pet's information, the Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, has important resources you need. Download their free pet planning guide and register to attend a seminar led by planning experts on February 29th at 5:30 p.m., hosted by Hounds and Tap in Menominee Falls. Plan for your pets. Learn more at hawspets.org.
Hey, I'm Sandy Max at WTMJ, and if you're thinking about your parents and they're at a stage where it's getting difficult to maintain their home, especially, I know we've had a mild winter, but we've had a couple of doozies, that Arctic week in January, and then we just got that last round of snow. With the snow and the ice and all the work it takes to keep a property up, and spring's coming, that's just as much trimming the bushes and all. Well, maybe 2024 is the year to donate the shovels, the salt buckets, and let the folks at Three Pillars handle it all. That way you can just kick back and relax in Lake Country. It's scenic, it's beautiful, and Three Pillars is the state's top-rated senior living community. It's a safe, serene setting for your loved ones, and one of the other really great things is they offer a full continuum of care, covered every step of the way for your needs. Make an appointment to tour Three Pillars today at their website, threepillars.org.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
In Heartland, you're going to find a focus on distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original artwork, along with tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. In Pewaukee, the focus is on kitchen, outdoor, and garden decor, and all of it is priced at 25 to 40% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value.
Design Exchange.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
I am Sandy Max. Thought we might have a funny Fish Fry Friday song, but we're talking about fish fries, and it is one of the ultimate Wisconsin traditions. And this is the first Friday fish fry of the Lenten season, and we all have our favorites. And we have 7 Fridays to visit the regular comfortable spots and to adventure to new restaurants and bars to taste the cod or whatever whitefish floats your boat. And as we go to the WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620, love to know your favorites. And we have James on the south side. Is there a south side favorite of yours?
Well, yes, you can go to any of the Culvers there with the walleye. You can get the sandwich, or you can get the different piece meals and stuff like that. That's only served through Let. That Culvers does that, but they don't brag about that on TV.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it, because we got 414-224 texted in that sister and they had just had Culver's fish fry tonight. Again, the funny Michelangelo's Pizza in Franklin has a great fish fry, according to 414. Got a suggestion from 608 that the Buckhorn Supper Club in Milton serves up a good Friday fish fry. Also, David Allen's in Mukwonago from 314, known for great barbecue. That's what I was going to say, but also have an amazing fish fry. I like these kind of left turn at Albuquerque suggestions. Also, 414, Benny's on South 17th Street, right by Stein's Garden and Gifts. Not only delicious, has the best prices and very generous helpings, because we always like a budget. We like a good value for what we're getting. Also, the Cruise Inn in Tishigan, according to 262. Bunkers in Wausau has a great fish fry, according to 414. I like these suggestions. And like I said, I think there's something very comfortable about going to a fish fry. And you tend to go to your favorite places because you know exactly what you're going to get. The potato pancakes the way you like them, or the right serving. But I do think it can be good to get out and adventure. And visited with Teresa Nemitz. She is the founder and chief experience officer of Milwaukee Food and City Tours. And they do something really fun at this Lenten season. And they actually have a Fish Fry Friday tour, not only for dinner, but also for lunch. And they kind of kick it in.
At Milwaukee Food and City Tours, we take it up a notch or two or three because we go to 3 different stops for fish fry in a night, as well as, of course, have some custard, and we stop for a visit to a church. And, you know, Milwaukee, it was built on really 3 things, right? Faith, beer, and fish. And so on the tour, we're telling the story of Milwaukee and the fish fry. You know, a lot of times we get into those old habits and we just go to the place that we know and we think of for our favorite fish fry. But this tour lets you kind of discover some new places.
I like that idea a whole lot. And I like, because it's a great way to learn about your own city, and it gets you out of that comfort zone. I took a tacos and tequila tour with Milwaukee Food and City Tours, and it really was great to get around to different neighborhoods at Mexican restaurants that maybe you'd driven by but never really stopped at. So I like that as a good experience. And Teresa mentioned that they stop at a church. So I was curious, and I asked her which one.
St. Constantine and Helen, which is the Greek Orthodox Church in Wauwatosa. And they just give us a great tour. And they also have just a really fantastic fish fry. You know, it's more than just fish. It's about faith. It's about Milwaukee and kind of telling that story.
It's a wonderful way to learn about the history of the city, whether we've been here for a really long time and grew up here, or we talk about people who are new to the city. It's a great way to discover and get excited about the history and the lore of Milwaukee.
We like to take people sometimes to places on that fish fry tour where, you know, maybe they didn't think of being able to go. For example, the Harley-Davidson Museum, they have a great restaurant there and just a really fantastic fish fry. I know a lot of people always think of the old Turner Hall for their fish fry favorites. Now they have turning tables there, and so being able to go there. And then, of course, to end with frozen custard at Kit's Frozen Custard. If anyone wants to get those tickets, you can buy those tickets at MilwaukeeFoodTours.com. It's always a sellout, but we are offering it for lunch and for dinner this Lenten season.
It's a fun suggestion and a great way to get out and about and experience the city with Milwaukee Food and City Tours. Thanks to Teresa for spending time with us on What's on Tap. Getting some more suggestions on WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. I'll take them throughout the evening because we always want to find out where a good fish fry is. I got one correction from 414 that it's Benny's on South 27th Street by Stein's Garden and Gifts. I thought about that myself. So that's a suggestion. And also Carjack's Diner in Little Sturgeon by Door County. That'd be worth going to. Hog Alley in Delafield and Nightcap Inn in Palmyra are other suggestions if you're looking to add those to your list for Fish Fry Friday. Also, get the malt vinegar. That's my suggestion. I like the squeeze of lemon, but I really like the malt vinegar. We'll be back to Break a Leg next on WTMJ.
Susan Hiller from Hiller Ford here with great news for anyone thinking about getting a new Ford truck. This is Truck Month at Hiller Ford, and that means great savings for truck buyers. Right now, we're offering 1.9% 72-month financing on new 2023 F-150s. Plus, a drop-in bed liner or a basic maintenance package is included. There's never been a better time to buy a Ford truck than right now. Stop in today and find out why so many people love to buy from Hiller Ford.
Another MVP has joined the roster at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Dr. Michael Nolte. Expertscape recently named him part of the top 1% of spine expertise in the world. Dr. Nolte has published over 50 peer-reviewed articles in leading scientific journals and authored more than 100 national presentations. They added this MVP specialist for orthopedic, neurosurgical, and spine care because at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
Jason Rose is the president CEO of AccuRite Tax and Financial Services. They have document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
I think it's very accurate to call it a partnership because it's more of a relationship that you build up over time.
And your practice has had document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems for years.
Yeah, they know what you need, they know how to help, they're able to provide suggestions on future improvements or changes.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company. Here for you today, helping you plan for the future.
It's a great deal. James Imaging is the real deal.
And Jason, the bottom line for your practice?
Keep us up and running, especially during tax season.
Keep your business up and running with document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
St. Vincent de Paul, Milwaukee has expanded into our new 76th and Bradley Road location, where thrifters will find hundreds of bargains on everything, from clothing to furniture, electronics, home goods, and more. Our inventory is always changing, and new deals pop up every day. We're accepting donations too at our convenient drive-through donation area. Help us help others. St. Vincent de Paul at 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee is now open.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Hi everybody, this is Susan Hiller from Hiller Ford on Highway 100. Boy, do we have some sweet deals for our customers this month. We're offering 0.9% Flex Buy financing for 66 months on 2023 Escapes and 2024 Edges. And you get a $2,000 factory rebate. That's right, 0.9% financing for 66 months, plus the $2,000 rebate. Stop in today and see why so many people love to buy from Hiller Ford.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
There are many ways to enjoy live entertainment this weekend. In this segment on What's on Tap, I'd like to wish a big break a leg to several shows. And you know the tradition in theater, right? The best way to say good luck to a performer before they take the stage or to any of the crew supporting the show is to say break a leg instead of good luck. So I say break a leg to several performances, like break a leg to Ben Tainai and Ellen Winters in concert at Lake Country Playhouse. You know Ben Tainai. You've heard him sing the national anthem before the Milwaukee Bucks games, and also a good luck charm for the Bucks. He's going to be performing with an award-winning vocalist named Ellen Winters Reynolds at the Lake Country Playhouse, nice and intimate in Heartland, and I think it kind of sounds like a good date night. Musical theater favorites of duets and pop and classical, along with some power solos, and that is tomorrow night, Saturday night at 7:30, and they also have a matinee Sunday. Ben Tainai and Ellen Winters Reynolds at Lake Country Playhouse in Heartland, Wisconsin. And I'd also like to wish a big break a leg to Ann Hampton Calloway. She is the pop jazz vocalist who is singing in Fever, a Peggy Lee celebration. She's a Tony Award nominee, songwriter, and that is going to be happening at the Bradley Symphony Center. And she's, I just love that she's going to pay tribute to Peggy Lee, because Peggy Lee really was a trailblazer for female songwriters. She was even called the female Frank Sinatra at one point. So for Ann Hampton Calloway to channel this with the full orchestra of the MSO, it's going to be cool. That is tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday at the Bradley Symphony Center. And break a leg to some ice skaters. Disney on Ice, Find Your Hero is happening at Fiserv Forum this weekend, a magical adventure for the whole family. You can discover what it truly means to be a hero with Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and friends from around the Disney Kingdom, taking a journey through the timeless tales of Disney on Ice presents Find Your Hero on Ice tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, and even ending with a Monday matinee at Fiserv Forum. And if you like epic musicals, I wish a big break a leg to the cast of Les Miserables. The spectacular epic musical is back in Wisconsin, in Madison now, at Overture Hall. And it is one of those iconic Broadway shows. And the timeless I Dreamed a Dream song. It's even been turned into a movie. This is one of those, if you haven't seen it, you should, shows. Les Miserables tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday at Overture Hall in Madison. And having fun with one of the best, guy groups of harmonies ever. It is Jersey Boys. Wishing a break a leg to the cast and crew of Jersey Boys. Now through February 25th at the Fireside Theater in Fort Atkinson. And this is one of those shows, if for anybody who says, oh, I don't like musicals, oh, you haven't seen this one. This is Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, My Eyes Adored You, telling the story of the Four Seasons as they rose to fame. Oh, this is a good one right there. Frankie Valli and all the other band members of the Four Seasons who you don't necessarily know by name are just as big of characters. It's a really fun musical, and it won a Tony Award for Best Musical. So if you're interested in seeing Jersey Boys, that is now through February 25th at the Fireside Theater in Fort Atkinson. And also wishing a big break a leg to Guys on Ice. This is a fun, totally Wisconsin musical that is at the Milwaukee Rep, and it's the 25th anniversary since this show premiered there. And it's kind of what it sounds like. Guys on Ice, two fellas, old pals Marvin and Lloyd, hanging out on the ice, fishing, telling jokes, a couple, 2-3 beers in the bucket, as they say, and talking Packers. And it's just a warm and fun show. And some of the songs that you can sing along to, Ode to a Snowmobile Suit. Sounds good, doesn't it? You can see Guys on Ice now through March 17th at the Milwaukee Repertory Theater's Stackner Cabaret. Wishing a big break a leg to all of those performances. And going back to the Friday Night Fish Fry, we are still getting suggestions on the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Mention the Hog Alley in Delafield and Nightcap Inn at Palmyra. In Pewaukee, Park Avenue Pizza Company. Evan, another pizza place that is getting great comments for their great fish fry. That's Mary Lynn of Pewaukee suggests Park Avenue Pizza Company. I find that entertaining because we got Michelangelo's Pizza suggested in Franklin before that. And also suggested from 920 Fish Fry Marytown Tap in Marytown near New Holstein. And I hope I'm saying that right because I haven't been to Marytown. I hate that when somebody mispronounces. I grew up in Louisville, so when people call it Louisville, we know you're not from there. So Marytown near New Holstein, Fish Fry at the Marytown Tap. And if you have more suggestions, the WTMJ Talk and Text line is open, 855-616-1620. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley has joined the studio. Wyatt, have you indulged in a fish fry?
Yeah, it's one of the things I still haven't checked off on the list. However, I am captivated by Guys on Ice.
I think you should go.
I think I would really, because I really like Letterkenny, the television series, which is it's very similar without music. Honestly, in terms of there's several episodes where it is just two guys in an ice shack fishing. And so, honestly, one of the only things that could make it more entertaining is if you had music to it.
I'm seeing the male bonding, and it is very Wisconsin. So I think you should go to a Friday night fish fry and then go
show?
see Guys on Ice, and you will be totally scunny.
Well, unfortunately, my Friday night plans tonight are radio, and more radio.
Well,
but other than that,
I will 7 Friday nights in the Lenten season for you to do your Friday night fish fry.
If I do it, I'll report back on this very program.
And we have the WTMJ Talk and Text line that he can find places to go to.
Exactly.
And we have a bunch of them coming in.
That's true. I will 100% ask. I'm not from here. I know I won't go to the right place. I will absolutely turn to our listeners for the best fish fry.
Our WTMJ fans are going to set you up.
Absolutely.
Next, find out about an artful way to celebrate the 100th birthday of a Milwaukee woman who left an influential legacy. Next on What's on Tap, and right now from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, here's Wyatt Barmore-Pooley.
All right, serious stuff now, Sandy. Charges filed against a man accused of murdering somebody and hiding their body in a garbage can outside the Pizza Hut in South Milwaukee. Kevon Ingram is facing a charge of first-degree intentional homicide in the death of his coworker, Alex Stengel. South Milwaukee police say money is believed to be the motive for that crime. A Racine teenager gets life in prison for killing another teen. Zontel Jr. was 16 when he was convicted of first-degree intentional homicide for shooting Quentin Smith, who was also 16 at the time. That shooting apparently for associating with a rival gang happening in August of 2022. Found guilty in July of 2023. Sentencing ended up being delayed until today. He's going to be eligible for parole in 45 years. And Dane County is changing its policies for outdoor tornado warning sirens. The Wisconsin State Journal reporting that one of those changes would require testing be done year-round. It's currently only done March through November. The second change would increase the frequency of siren activation during a tornado warning. And now it's time to take a look at your roads. It's your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. We're continuing to see things cool down. Even that slowdown on 94 eastbound is now just maybe a minute or two, just some taps on the brakes as you go through the stadium. But leading up to it, and once you get out headed towards the Marquette, that should be much smoother of a ride. And everything else is looking good. No brake lights, all smooth ride, no accidents as well. Now time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Partly cloudy tonight. It'll be breezy and cold, a low of 13. Wind chill could take us down to all the way to 0 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny, breezy and chilly, a high of 30. Sunday, mostly sunny, still breezy though, a high of 38. Mostly sunny skies again on Monday, a high of 43. And Tuesday, partly cloudy, the high all the way up to 44. Right now in downtown Milwaukee, it's 27 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmar-Pooley. Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 6:32.
Meet Alan, who was diagnosed with sleep apnea.
I was what they called a mouth breather, and I would breathe at night with my mouth open.
And for about 8 years, Alan struggled with a CPAP machine. And then
I saw the Advent commercial, and I thought, well, what do you got to lose? This machine is miserable.
For most people, CPAP machines are miserable, but a simple breathing triangle solution from Advent can be life-changing.
And it really was, to me, it was amazing because I don't think I ever breathed that clear.
This is Dr. Madan Kandula. After having one of Advent's simple breathing triangle procedures, people are amazed at how freely and clearly they can breathe.
I'm happy with the procedure. I'm very glad I did it. I wish I would have done it 20 years ago. I could have avoided that machine I had to have laying next to the bed with the hose wrapped around my head.
Schedule your appointment at AdventKnows.com because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Results may vary.
Team up with the Brewers for an epic company event this season. With the Brewers Group Outing, you can trade weekday meetings for a fun-filled day at American Family Field, featuring options like tailgate spaces, all-inclusive areas, seating blocks, and much more. Plus, Brewers ticket representatives will make planning your event simple, as they'll be your personal concierge while booking your outing. Start planning your company outing today at brewers.com/groups.
Hi, this is Julie Coombs and Cindy Storm Fisher with Storm Fisher Investment Group. Are you a retiring professional worried about the direction of our economy, about making your money last? Come see what we can do for you. Let us show you how we take care of you to help you have a great retirement. We are at 262-796-8400 or stormfisher.com. See you soon.
Securities offered through Securities America Inc. member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Arbor Point Advisors LLC. Storm Fisher, Arbor Point, and Securities America are separate entities.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
This monumental moment in Black history is sponsored by Tayback Law, Educators Credit Union, Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, and American Family Insurance.
St. Mark African Methodist Episcopal, the first black church in Wisconsin, built in 1888. And while the church is still in existence on Milwaukee's north side, the historical landmark for the church can be found near its original location on Kilbourne and 4th Street outside the Hyatt in downtown Milwaukee. St. Mark played an important role in Wisconsin state black history, with many of its members playing a part in the Wisconsin Supreme Court defying the federal government and declaring the Fugitive Slave Act unconstitutional. Plus, in 1865, one of the founding members of St. Mark, Ezekiel Gillespie, sued the state of Wisconsin for African Americans to have the right to vote. St. Mark AME became the center of religious, civic, and cultural affairs for Wisconsin's black community.
This monumental moment in Black history is sponsored by Tayback Law, Educators Credit Union, Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, and American Family Insurance.
And continuing to celebrate Black History Month is a big celebration on Sunday to honor civil rights leader Vel Phillips. And you see Vel Phillips Avenue right there, part of 4th Street. And she really made an impact. And I'll share with you, I'll refresh your memory if you're not familiar, and you'll be impressed if you've always wondered, who is Vel R. Phillips? You're going to be impressed. And it is Sunday that would have been Vel Phillips' 100th birthday, and the Milwaukee Art Museum is celebrating all day Sunday from 10 to 5, free admission and some other fun events. But first, let me share with you the impressive accomplishments of Vel Phillips. She passed away in 2018 at the age of 94, and it was just a few months after she passed away that part of 4th Street is now Vel R. Phillips Avenue. But it's an impressive list of firsts that she accomplished. She was the first woman to serve on the Milwaukee Common Council. She was the first woman to serve as judge in Milwaukee County. She was also the first black woman to graduate from the University of Wisconsin Law School. She was also the first African-American elected to a statewide office. She was the Secretary of State for Wisconsin. And one of the sweet things about Vel R. Phillips Avenue that runs from St. Paul to Capitol Drive, she knew that this was being planned, and she wanted this street named for her because she went to school, went to church, and was even married on 4th Street. So it was a very meaningful street to her because it was also part of her district when she served as an alderwoman. And it's also, as you know, very close to Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. So that was someone that she had a relationship with, a friendship with, and in arms in the fight for civil rights. And man, she was tenacious. She repeatedly introduced bills to outlaw housing discrimination. And it's one of those things where it wasn't easy. She did this repeatedly and wasn't voted down, and she just kept at it. She wasn't taking no for an answer and was part of marches, so that makes sense that she would have a street named after her. But look into Vel Phillips to be even more impressed, and you can learn a whole lot if you go to the Milwaukee Art Museum on Sunday, because one of the things that they're doing during their free admission, they're going to have music, a live DJ right there in Windover Hall, right when you walk in, DJ Lolo. But there's going to be a film screening of an hour-long PBS documentary called Vel Phillips, Dream Big Dreams. She's a woman who deserves to be remembered and will hopefully continue to inspire other people. Again, the Milwaukee Art Museum celebrate Vel Phillips' 100th birthday on Sunday with free admission and maybe even some birthday cake. I'm Sandy Max. We're going to meet the new artist in residence at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, next on What's on Tap.
Save now during the President's Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. Special factory incentives make this the perfect time to save on a new sofa, chair, or sectional crafted by Norwalk Furniture. With over 850 fabric and leather options and over 100 different styles, you can create the look you want, and in just 35 days, it's ready for delivery. Can't wait? All our inventory is sale priced and ready for immediate delivery. Shop today and save at any of our Ken Michaels Furniture stores in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here for one of the very special places in our community. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. They offer early memory loss classes. They take care of people in your family who have dementia symptoms or other related cognitive declines. I'll tell you what, I've been in their facilities. They're special. They're incredible. I have an aunt who's in a facility. I know what it means to make sure your family's in the right place. That's Azura. It's compassion and empathy. Wisconsin-based and family-owned. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living, AzuraLiving.com.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission. You can't find a lower rate of commission, and you won't be able to find better knowledge, service, and real estate expertise than you'll find with our agents at Benefit Realty. Because I know that's what you expect. Now, I'm not sure you'll be able to find the highest caliber of agents everywhere, but I can promise that's what you'll get here. So choose Benefit Realty to exceed your expectations, and you'll pay less for more. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com. Whether you're an active or passively active home shopper, our agents want you to be completely up to date with what's out there and what's brand new to the market. With our instant emailed MLS updates, you'll never miss out on what could be the home of your dreams. All you have to do is call and tell us where to search, give us a price range, and soon you'll be totally in tune with your desired real estate market. Remember, MLS searches show you everything. Some of the other real estate sites don't. So call Benefit Realty today, where you'll pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
This is a show about culture and creativity here in Wisconsin and around the world. I am Sandy Max, and one of the coolest parts of the very artful St. Kate Hotel is that they have an artist in residence. And the Pfister Hotel, which is a sister hotel to the St. Kate, has had an artist in residence for, almost 20 years now. And I just love that you can be in the lobby now of either of these hotels and see an artist creating, whether it's photography, painting, you name it, fashion. It's such an interesting and unique experience to be able to see creators create. And the new artist in residence at the St. Kate is a man named Anwar Floyd Pruitt. And Libby Collins, who does WTMJ's Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News, sat down with Anwar for one of our WTMJ conversations. So you'll get to hear a full hour on Sunday at 11. But I wanted to share with you some of that conversation because I think you'll be interested to hear more. Anwar Floyd Pruitt is the artist in residence at the St. Kate Arts Hotel, and he developed an appreciation for art at an early age. This is the anecdote he shared with WTMJ's Libby Collins.
My parents have a wonderful story. There is an artist here in town named Evelyn Patricia Terry, and she came to my school and gave a lecture about art. And then we got to see some of her art as well, and I convinced my parents to purchase one of her pastel drawings for their home.
How old were you at the time?
I think I was in kindergarten or first grade.
And you're advising your parents on what art to buy.
Yeah, I became an art advisor very young in life.
What was it about that piece that really said something to you?
It was colorful. It's a pastel drawing of a rag doll with these like sort of cubic little chunks of like watermelon that are tumbling past the doll. And it was just really sort of soft and sweet.
Amazing. At that age, you saw that and you saw so much beauty in that piece.
Absolutely. And, I'm so grateful to Evelyn. She gave me my first show here in Milwaukee. So the relationship continues.
That is fun to hear that he's had this passion, this calling. And Anwar is mostly a painter, but, like so many creators, does all sorts of artwork. So also does sculpture, but he has done murals. And he shared a story about how emotions were raw, especially in 2020 during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. And the story that Anwar shared with Libby Collins about what happened in Madison while painting a commissioned Black Lives Matter mural is an unfortunate circumstance, but certainly is a reality.
My parents have a wonderful story. There is an artist here in town named Evelyn Patricia.
You were creating a mural and you were attacked. What happened?
It's a summer day. It's on State Street. This was a commissioned mural.
You weren't doing graffiti or anything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so people would stop and they wanted to talk. There was a person who was drunk in the middle of the day on State Street. I was holding a large stencil that said Black Lives Matter, right? And so I was about to start stenciling that, and he lunged at me. I was standing inside of a bus stop, so the wind wasn't blowing my stencil away, so I found myself sort of cornered in this bus stop, and I didn't realize that this person was antagonistic when they first came up to me and wanted to know, hey, what are you doing? I'm painting a Black Lives Matter mural. And he wasn't really there for a conversation. He was drunk. He was angry. He wanted to know why his life didn't matter. He was a white gentleman in his 50s probably, getting drunk in the middle of the day. And he attacked me. Physically, yes.
Yeah.
He assaulted me, and I ended up fracturing my hand when defending myself.
And that's awful for an artist. You can hear more of that conversation Sunday morning at 11. I have another more lighthearted clip, but that part of his story, it super bums me out because art can be a gateway to create conversation about difficult subjects. But hey, art can also be very emotional. And obviously this person had an emotional reaction. So it will be interesting to find out what Anwar learned from that experience and what he took forward from that altercation. So we'll hear that on WTMJ Conversations Sunday at 11. And you'll also hear that some of his encounters certainly weren't so intense. He wasn't always a professional artist either. He had a job working in promotions during New York's Fashion Week, and he had a celebrity encounter.
I was the Chivas Regal brand ambassador for New York City, and that was quite a job. I got to travel all over the city in different boroughs, spending thousands of dollars every night.
You must have run into some interesting people.
Oh my goodness, I have so many stories. One time when I was working for a marketing company and the client was Miller Brewing, I was delivering cases of Peroni Italian beer during Fashion Week. I couldn't find parking anywhere. And so I said, well, I'll only be a couple minutes, right? I get out of my van, I load up the dolly, I wheel it into, maybe it was like Dolce & Gabbana or someplace that Peroni was supporting for Fashion Week. And when I came back, there was a man standing in front of my van, and he looked a little perturbed. I said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm leaving. But it wasn't his car that I parked in. He was the driver. And then I look in the back seat, and it is Adam Sandler.
Wait, you took Adam Sandler's parking space?
I parked him in. And when I looked at him, my eyes got so big, like, you're Adam Sandler. And his eyes looked at me like, you're wasting my time.
It was not a reenactment of the movie Anger Management. So those are just some of the stories that Anwar Floyd Pruitt has shared with WTMJ's Libby Collins, and you can hear all of that conversation Sunday morning at 11 right here on WTMJ. And we're right in the middle of Black History Month, and one Milwaukee-born man with a Grammy-nominated #1 R&B song is next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I couldn't even bend over, but now after stem cell treatment, I can deadlift a house.
Now, this is an exaggeration, but I do hear about unbelievable miracle outcomes, and I have to ask, do you really believe them? If they were true, these biological treatments wouldn't even have to be advertised. Truth is, stem cell effectiveness is nowhere near 100%. It's expensive, and it doesn't last. At Rejuvenex, our FDA-approved pharmacological treatments ease inflammation and reduce pain. They're precisely administered to where your pain lives, and they work. Will the pain reduction last forever? No. But in some cases, relief has lasted as long as 24 months, and in most cases, insurance has paid for the treatments entirely. This is Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Clinics, where we can alleviate your pain and rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your appointment.
Hey, if you're unable to celebrate Valentine's Day on Wednesday, celebrate it this weekend at the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club with a free dinner. WTMJ's John Mercure here. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner is absolutely free. Order anything on the menu like a brandied New York strip steak, the pan-fried walleye, grilled salmon, or your favorite pasta dish. Even the steak and lobster, your second dinner is free. Desserts and ice cream drinks are buy one, get one free. Sip on a hand-muddled old-fashioned, a Manhattan, 20 bourbons to choose from, a wine list with 100 fine wines to accent your dinner. You'll dine in one of the 8 elegant dining rooms with a crackling fireplace. The Fox and Hound sits in the heart of the Kettle Moraine Forest. It is spectacular, a Wisconsin must-see. Just off Highway 167, 2 miles east and in the shadows of the famous Holy Hill Shrine. Celebrate Valentine's Day tonight with your love and a free dinner. Don't forget that free dessert. FoxandHoundsRestaurant.com.
We love the game because anything can happen. There's no sure thing.
How did that go in?
Every play,
oh my goodness!
every shot,
Are you kidding me?
Every swing is a risk if you bet.
I can't believe that just happened.
There's no easy money. There's no luck. And no one wins all the time. If you bet, bet responsibly and always set a limit. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
Just like most cars and trucks can't run without oil, no person can function without food. That's why, through the end of February, the Auto Dealers of Metro Milwaukee is contributing $1 from every oil change to Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 13 years, Adam has provided more than 2.4 million meals to people in southeastern Wisconsin. And now, the need is greater than ever. Find a participating Adam dealer near you at adamm.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
I'm Sandy Max, and Black History Month has given me a chance to kind of flip through some of our musical artists who have come from Milwaukee. And Milwaukee-born singer, songwriter, producer Tank had a #1 song for 6 weeks on the Billboard Adult R&B charts, and this song got a 2008 Grammy nomination for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. The song you need to hear tonight from Milwaukee, it's Tank, and Please Don't Go.
The numbers I had in my car. Oh, she called all the ones I had marked with a star. Oh, I'm racing over to plead my case. Oh, she saw it was me and slammed the door in my face. Fellas, tell me why. How come we always doing wrong? Doing wrong. How come we can't keep it home? Keep it home. How come it always like this, even though we know that it ain't worth telling a lie, it ain't worth seeing you cry, it ain't worth, that's why I'm right here begging you, please don't go, 'cause it ain't worth killing a home, it ain't worth being alone, it ain't worth, that's why I'm right here begging you, please don't go, baby. Jeopardize everything I loved. Oh, what the hell could I have been thinking of? Oh, I should have loved you right when I had the chance. Yeah, now you out there looking for a better man. Fellas, why? How come we always do it wrong? How come we can't keep it home? I don't know. Even though we know, oh, it ain't worth telling a lie, it ain't worth, oh, seeing you cry, babe, it ain't worth, that's why I'm right here, please letting you go, it ain't worth, no, it ain't worth, no, it ain't worth, that's why I'm begging you, please don't go, baby. Never thought of losing you. Now my heart is beating fast. I'm trying to figure out in my mind what to do, find the words to say. Remember when you said that you would never leave me? I'm steady knocking on the door, but you don't hear me. I can't let this happen right now. Please don't take your love, girl. I know I messed up. It's a doggone shame. How come we can't keep it home? Like this, even though we know that it ain't worth telling a lie, it ain't worth seeing you cry,
That is music by Tank on What's on Tap tonight. Grammy nominee, born in Milwaukee, grew up in Baltimore, and has continued with his music career. He actually was a backup singer in the 90s for Genuine and Aaliyah, and then has become a singer-songwriter and producer, at least 9 albums, and has gotten into acting and is in at least one Lifetime movie. So he's pretty unstoppable. At about 2021, he was in the news because you got to think, as a singer, as a producer, you need your hearing, right? Well, he was starting to lose his hearing. He was suddenly going deaf in his right ear and also losing hearing in his left ear. And he'd explained that he was taking a medicine that was supposed to help with the ear, but it was having other side effects, and he was getting depressed because of that hearing loss, but was able to persist and even produced another album after having some of that hearing issue. So Tank continuing to persist and be part of the entertainment world. I'm Sandy Max. You can always catch up on the What's on Tap podcast on WTMJ.com and wherever you get your podcasts if you want to catch up on some of the fun conversations that we've had this past week with Dr. Alex G. Also talking fish fry. You can catch up on those good suggestions, and you can join me tomorrow at 1 o'clock for What's on Tap. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sandy Max. The news is next on WTMJ.
Kaiser Automotive.